Hello everyone and welcome to How to Do Trig. How to do Trig Crash Course Part 1. Okay. Alright, so this is the most basic type of question we're going to do first of all today. And that is, we're going to start with this triangle. Okay, so let's just make up a triangle. So we're going to have x meters down here. We'll have 18 meters here. And we're going to have an angle of 30 degrees here. Okay, completely just made that up. So our job is to find this missing value x, of course. Okay, so we're given an angle, we're given a side, we've got to find the second side. All right, so the step one we've taught you today is that you are going to first of all label the sides. Okay, so this longest side that's opposite the right angle we said is the hypotenuse. And this side here that's next to, the big clue here, next to the right angle and the angle in question, 30 degrees, is next to, another word for that is adjacent. Okay, alright, so I've got A and I've got H. Now, the big thing that we learnt, trig, the big thing to remember, we'll never forget now, is the word, very strange word, saw, ka, toa, in 3 parts. Okay, and we've just identified that we've got a problem that has adjacent and hypotenuse in it, A and H. So which one of those 3 parts has A and H in it? Well, you can spot it in the middle there. It's ka, isn't it? Okay, let's just move that across a bit. So we've got A and H. So we've got ka, which means it basically tells us very quickly that cos theta equals the adjacent side divided by the hypotenuse. Now at this point, now we've got, that doesn't mean much. We've got some values that we can plug in to make it more meaningful. So we've got cos, our theta is 30 degrees. That's equal to adjacent, which is x, divided by 18. Okay, and then the final step, because this is x divided by 18, I need to really get the x on its own. So I'm going to, instead of have divide by 18 here, I'm going to do the inverse operation of that and get the x on its own. That means we're going to multiply by 18 on both sides. Okay, and we get x equals 18 times by cos 30. We can just write it like that. We don't need a multiply in the middle. We just plug that into our calculators and we get an answer of, let's try that, 15.6. meters to 3 significant figures. That means the first 3 significant figures with the third one rounded off. Okay, lovely. Alright, so that's our first example of what we did today in class, which is just doing some basic trig problems. Okay, so let's do another one. Let's go on to another piece of paper and do one more. Okay, so let's have a look. Next one we're going to do is, let's make up one more question. So that was a cosine problem, wasn't it? Let's go for a different type this time. So number 2, let's go for this triangle. We've got this one. We'll have a big angle of 63 degrees here. We'll have 27 centimetres for a change, and we'll have x centimetres down here. So again, our problem is find x. That's 63. You can't see it so clearly. Okay, let's label the sides. This is again hypotenuse. This time this is the opposite side, isn't it? Okay, so you're looking at saw, ka, toa. Which one to use? Which one has opposite and hypotenuse in it? Well, it's got to be this one. So sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse. Let's plug in the values that we have in front of us. So sine 63 equals x for opposite, 27 is the hypotenuse, and then it's that old trick again, times 27 on both sides. So x is 27 times sine 63, we can just write it like that, into our calculator, 24.1 centimetres then, again, to 3 significant figures, which is the standard way that we round at IGCSE. Okay, lovely. And last but not least, let's do one more. We've done a cos, we've done a sine. You can probably guess what's coming up next. Number 3. Okay, so let's try this one. Can go that way this time. Why not? Let's turn it around a bit. And we've got 81 degrees. Going to make the angle even bigger. I'm I'm going to have 16 kilometres, why not? And I'm going to have this being x kilometres. Okay, you can imagine this being a real life problem, perhaps on a map, something like that. And let's label the sides. So we've got opposite side, opposite to this theta, which is 81. And we've got this one, which is the adjacent. So we've got an O and an A. Oh, you guessed it. Okay, so, ka, toa. So it's got to be, suddenly gone very dark. What's going on? So, ka, toa. Right, good. And so it's going to be tan theta equals opposite over adjacent. Lovely, that's what we're using this time. Let's plug our values in. Tan theta, our angle is 81, and the opposite side is x, and the adjacent side is 16. Okay, so same old trick, we do it again, times 16, and the final answer, x equals 16 times tan 81. Plug it in the calculator. What do we get? Three significant figures. We get 101 kilometres, 101 kilometres to three significant figures. Okay, just about fit that on. So hopefully that's helped. We've done one of each of the three trigonometric ratios and all the explanation there. Hopefully now, no problem at all completing those questions.